trucks with weather coverage you can count on.
A few lingering showers this morning to start off the weekend, but then we've got clouds, we've got freezing temperatures, we've got a mixed bag of everything coming up. I have all the details for you coming up.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, Augusta goes green. Downtown filled with people celebrating St. Patrick's Day. We'll take you there. Plus, more people applying for passports leading to some delays. What can be done about it? And later, a 14-year-old and 2 stolen horses killed in a crash in Texas. Investigators say it's not the first time horses have been stolen there. Your number one source for local weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on Wjbf News Channel 6.
Well, good morning, sunshine. Thank you for joining us. It's great to see you. I'm Sean Gavage-Stock. Coverage you can count on. Back here at home happening today, the Augusta Dream Center is bringing back Cinderella Day. The nonprofit serves low-income, homeless, and underserved people. The organization will be providing free dresses. Teens will also get their hair and makeup done. The event is from 7:30 until 4 p.m. A big event is happening in Aiken this weekend. It's the first jewel in the Aiken Triple Crown, the Aiken Trials. The 80th running is going on today at the Aiken Training Track. Gates open at 10. Opening ceremonies are at 11:30. The first race will start at noon. General admission tickets are just $25. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us now. Sherry, it's going to be a chilly day, but at least no rain.
Right, so a few showers this morning, not really for us in Augusta, but mainly to our south. But in Aiken, it's looking great. In fact, on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, still getting used to this time change, right? So it's still really dark on there. Downtown Aiken looking good. Roads a little wet from those showers yesterday, but today is just going to be a nice, cool, cloudy day. Great for the Aiken Trials, right? So our satellite and radar, we've got that cold front that came through yesterday making its way off the coast, and you can see those few showers just kind of staggering behind it. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people see some sprinkles this morning, but overall most of the moisture is following that front. So we did pick up over half an inch of rain yesterday, so that brings us to over 2 inches for the month of March and at a surplus of 14 inches for the year. So looking good there. Temperature-wise, you can see where that cold front is located, as those of us to the southeast are in those 50s, even upper 50s in some areas, and back behind it still in the 40s with that cooler air. Winds yesterday very breezy, still not too bad today, still at 10 miles per hour in Augusta here, 11 in Louisville, a little bit calmer at 5 in Barnwell for us. So your day planner, there's a lot going on today, from races to parades to just celebrations in general. Definitely going to need that jacket as we're going to be in the 50s and really not warming up a whole lot more out of that, maybe into the 60s. So definitely have that jacket handy. So we got a few lingering showers this morning, but looking at mainly a cool and cloudy day before the sun returns on Sunday. And then, man, oh man, we've got a freeze warning and watch we're looking at. So lots of weather going on, and I'll have all the details for you coming up. Back to you, Sean.
All right, Sherry, thank you. South Carolina lawmakers say people are tired of waiting. Farmer reporting for us. Representative Norman says his office and other congressional offices are willing to help expedite the process so that people will be able to get those within 14 days of their travel date. It's one of the most energetic step aerobics and cardio fitness programs around. More on extreme hip hop that's coming up next. Well, for most people, getting in shape and working out were at the top of their New Year's resolutions. But there's a new way you can keep the pounds off while having fun, enjoying some great music. Here's Carlton T. Clay.
Hello, I'm Carlton T. Clay, and welcome to WJBF Digital. Today, I'm here with an instructor of extreme hip-hop, Brittany Jenkins. Brittany, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you so much. So, tell the people, what exactly is extreme hip-hop?
Well, extreme hip-hop is a high-energy, high-impact cardio form of exercise. If you remember, it used to be very popular in the 80s. Well, now our founder, Philip Whedon, has just taken that concept and applied new modern music so we can have fun to it.
Oh, that sounds good. So, now you used to be in production.
Yes.
So this is not new to you at all.
No.
So how do you go from production to extreme hip-hop? Like, what? Explain that journey to us.
Well, it really started out with my workout journey. I had a baby. I wanted to lose weight, and my trainer introduced me to this. And from there, I grew to have a love for it. I started following more people on Instagram, started learning more. And extreme hip hop is not just about exercise, it's really about saving lives. If you follow anyone from extreme hip hop, you will always see us say, make step great again, let's save lives. And so as I began to adopt that and I began to start to save my own life, I just decided to do it more often.
That sounds good. Now, who's the founder of Extreme Hip Hop?
Philip Whedon. He's from Cleveland, Ohio. He actually founded Extreme Hip Hop trying to save his own life. He battles depression, and so this is a way of his therapy for himself.
That sounds good. Now, you offer classes here in the Augusta area.
Yes.
Can you please tell us, like, where you're located, like what classes you offer?
Yes. I am one half of a step duo. It's myself and my partner, Vanessa. We are Blended Vibes. So we teach classes at MTAG Gym, which is the largest athletic facility in Augusta, Monday through Friday. If you're a morning person, you have Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings at 5:30, or Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 5:30. And then on the weekends, about once or twice a month, we have events. So there's always an opportunity to come sit with us.
That sounds good. All right, Brittany, thank you so much for joining us here on WJBF Digital. I'm Carlton T. Clay.
I may have to check that out. Carlton, thank you. You can watch the entire interview on our website and our mobile app. Sherry has a check of your forecast next.
Crosby Roofing and Gutters. Quality you can look up to.
It's Ram Truck Month at Waynesboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Get 0% financing. Check out our selection of 2500s and 3500s. Take the short drive down 25 to save time and money.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back. So looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at the Augusta Marriott, you can see that sun is trying to peek through, but it is covered with this huge blanket of clouds. So we're looking at mostly cloudy skies this morning, and that will stick around for most of the day today. But hopefully we'll get some peaks of sunshine here and there. Temperature-wise, pretty mild at 50 degrees here in Augusta. Those winds quite breezy yesterday. Still up there a good bit, 10 miles per hour, but shifting coming from the west-northwest. So with that, we've got some colder winds coming in. I'll have more on that in just a minute. Humidity at 86%, but no issues there at visibility. And sunrise coming up here at 7:35. So looking at the big picture, nationwide temperatures, you can see lots of blues here. So we're right on the edge of that cold front here at 50 degrees in Augusta. So one of the warmer spots, but all this cold air behind it is on the way. So get ready for some winter-like temperatures, even though we're just a few days out from spring, right? So satellite radar, again, that big picture, that cold front draping all across the East Coast, making its way off the coast now. Just a few lingering showers back behind it. So might see a few sprinkles, especially in our southern lying counties early this morning, but back behind it, mainly just clouds. So for our farmers forecast, all this rain is definitely a good thing, so nothing to worry with there as far as drought conditions. In fact, for the year, we're now at over 14 inches of rain, so looking good. Might pick up a few little sprinkles here this morning to add to that. So thinking about our farmers and growing season, all that good stuff, we're 2 days away until spring officially begins, but ironically, we have a freeze warning in effect. So from Hancock County all the way up to Saluda County, there is a freeze warning now issued. That is in effect until tomorrow morning. Kind of varies depending on the location, but most places that's going to expire between 9 and 11 a.m. And then if you're left out of that, you might be included in the freeze watch, and that is included in the forecast until Monday morning around the same time frame between 8 and 11 a.m. So yeah, not very spring-like there with the freeze warning. Rain chances, again, we've got a few sprinkles this morning, but then it's looking dry for the rest of the forecast, so that's looking good there. So in terms of golf lingo, we're just going to call it a on par day. So nothing too special, not too bad, but definitely some clouds to contend with. And temperature-wise, on the cool side, so definitely going to need that jacket as we're in the 50s and really just climbing into those upper 50s to lower 60s for us. So we're going to say 62 here in Augusta, but most places are going to be in those upper 50s. Warm spot, Sylvania, up to 62 as well. Overnight tonight, we're going to revisit the 30s, 34 for Augusta, again with that cloud cover. So for your weekend planner, for your Saturday, looking at 62 degrees with those showers just early this morning. Then Sunday, we're back to sunshine, but a good bit cooler with highs only in those upper 50s. So temperature trend, big picture, we're going to have that cool down this weekend, and then check it out after the freezes. Then we're back into the 80s next week. So a little bit of March Madness there temperature-wise. So again, same thing with those low temperatures, nice and mild tonight, then back into the 30s, and then we climb back into those 40s, 50s, and 60s. So the 10-day forecast is full of those shamrock shenanigans, even though St. Patrick's Day was yesterday. It's still messing with us as we're looking at a cool weekend, freeze warnings, 30s, and then 80s.
80s. You know, I'm not a fan of the 80s, Sherry.
Me neither.
Yeah, and
Not
it's-
this time of year.
Yeah, it's March.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
March Madness.
Yeah. Sherry, thank you. A law banning Skittles in California. This was trending, and it's next.
AC is.
Hey guys, I'm Anna Christina and I'm here with the owner of Roof Savers, Russell Beckham. And Russell, we've talked about how roof rejuvenation can save someone up to 85% of what it would cost them to get a full replacement. But break down again what it is and how it works.
Absolutely. The process of roof rejuvenation is reintroducing the protective qualities to asphalt shingles, bringing back the flexibility, also sealing down the granular layer, which is very important because the granular layer is what protects your shingles, and the longer they're down, the longer your shingles last. Also, adding resistance to hail damage is very important.
Absolutely. So they can extend the life of your roof from 5 up to even 15 years. So why is it important for people not to wait?
Maintenance is key in anything. If you take care of what you have, the longer it lasts. Your roof is no different. One application can extend the life of your roof for 5 years, and this can be repeated up to 3 times so you can get an additional 15 years of your life expectancy out of your roof.
That is amazing. And listen, if you want to call for a free consultation to see if your roof qualifies, you can do that. But don't just take it from us, take it from all the happy customers, including me and my husband, Ryan.
The roof is a major expense. This product can save you a ton of money. As you can see the before and afters, and it is plain as day. This was simple. In and out process. It's a win-win for everybody. My roof went from old and damaged looking to clean and new. When Roof Savers finished my house, I sent them over to my business partner's house. Ended up saving $8,000.
If you think it may be time to replace your roof, give Roof Savers a call first and see if roof rejuvenation will work for you. Save your roof and save money. Call the number you see on the screen right now.
You can check us out online at myroofsavers.com.
Hey y'all, welcome back. Time to take a look at what's trending. Skittles could soon be banned in California. It's a part of a crackdown on chemicals that could be linked to cancer or organ damage. A state lawmaker wants to ban 5 common food additives, 3 of which are banned in the European Union. The ban could also include Sour Patch Kids, Pez, gummy, jelly beans, and even Campbell's soup. If the law passes, it will prevent the sale of these items until the recipes are altered.
That's not gonna work for me. Those are some of my favorites.
Yeah,
Like
I love Skittles,
Sour
yeah.
Patch Kids.
Mm-hmm. The
And why-
soup, they can have that.
But why just in California? It doesn't cause cancer here. Just in California.
Well, let them deal with that over there, and yeah, we can keep it
Yeah,
over
we'll keep eating our Skittles and Sour Patch Kids.
Yes, there you go. Well, Google announced it will be raising prices for YouTube TV this spring. An email sent to subscribers say that the monthly fee would jump from $65 to $73 starting in April. The company is blaming the hike on the rising content cost. Several competing streaming services have also raised their prices recently, including Disney Plus and HBO Max.
So I'm one of those subscribers, and I did get the email. But they claim they haven't raised prices in 3 years.
Mhm.
So.
We need to do some research on that because
Yeah.
they're probably lying.
But I do love my YouTube TV.
Yeah. So what can you watch on YouTube TV?
So everything. Yeah, like all the local channels, including WJBF.
Of course. Yeah. Okay.
Disney, all the sports channels.
So maybe it's cheaper than Xfinity. I may have to take a look at that.
Check it out. Do your little chart, pros and cons.
There you go. Will Ferrell wore his best Sherlock Holmes outfit to a famous Texas steakhouse and tackled a 4.5-pounder. Check this out.
We have Sherlock Holmes all the way from London, England, with his guest, Harper Steele, Miss Harper Steele. He has 1 hour to eat a 75 steak. Big potato salad, roast beef, fried shrimp. He can't get up. He can't throw up. Please come take as many pictures as you like, but please stay off the stage. Let's give him a round of applause. Let's cheer him on!
That was a 72-ounce steak challenge at the Big Texan in Amarillo. Will says the appearance was actually part of a road trip.
Fun stuff.
Yeah, sounds like a road trip to me. Well, coming up on Good Morning Augusta, details on arrest.
It's the last day of winter, and boy, do we have some cold temperatures to wrap up the season. I'll have all the details on how low we'll go coming up.
Now on Good Morning Augusta, law enforcement getting better at communicating when dealing with autism incidents. We'll show you how. Plus, elections happening this week across the CSRA, what you need to know. And later, what the federal government is doing to put a stop to scam text messages. Details as your number one source for local weekend morning news starts right now.
Live from Television Park, this is Good Morning Augusta on WJBF News Channel 6.
Well, good morning, sunshine. Thank you for joining us. It's great to see you. I'm Sean Gavage-Stock. Coverage you can count on begins with a search for a runaway teen in Waynesboro. Investigators say Lawrence Johnson was last seen wearing all black and white shoes. He's about 5'7" and weigh about 160 pounds. Call police if you know anything. Some South Carolina authorities are learning how to best communicate when responding to incidents involving someone with autism. The State Department of Disabilities and Special Needs hosted the Autism Crisis Intervention Training. There, officers learned about the characteristics of autism, the best communication practices, and learned about community resources.
There was a law enforcement officer in that training who said that his niece is on the spectrum and he wouldn't have called law enforcement if she was ever in a crisis. Their knowledge of autism gives the family a breath of fresh air and a sigh of relief that they are trained to address some of the common challenges that our individuals face on the spectrum.
The training teaches officers the different phases of what they could face in the field between non-problematic, problematic, and dangerous systems and how to respond effectively to adults and children. The Barnwell County Sheriff's Office is hosting a first responder community worship service today. It'll be held at 11 o'clock over at Barnwell Elementary School on Marlboro Avenue in Barnwell. The entire program will be conducted by law enforcement officers from various agencies representing South Carolina and Georgia. All officers are asked to wear their Class A uniform from the agency they're with. Augusta University and its partners are taking a community approach to prepare for potential active shooter hostile events. It's called #StrongAugusta. The first community event will be security briefing on countering active threats. It'll be held at 1 at the Congregational Children of Israel, that's at 3005 Walton Way. The initiative's goal is to host a minimum of 2 monthly events throughout 2023. The SC Works Center we have that information on our website and mobile app. Again, voting day for these elections is Tuesday. Meteorologist Sherry Sheely joins us now. Sherry, it's a chilly start to our Sunday morning.
Yes, it's a little chilly out there, Sean, but it's the last day of winter.
Yeah,
and it feels like it. It feels cold
Going
out
out with
there.
a bang.
Yeah, going out with a bang, right? So last week we sprung forward, now we're back to winter, tomorrow's spring, all that stuff. Looking at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, we've got some daybreak here, a nice little sunrise I think we're setting up for us. We got some pretty colors there in the sky over at Doctor's Hospital, and it's going to be a beautiful day today. So that cold front's well off the coast, taking all the moisture with it, and check it out, those clouds are also dissipating, so that way that make room for lots of sunshine for today, and we'll need it because even though we have sunshine, it's going to be chilly, starting off in the 40s here in Augusta, some 30s on the board to our west, and a little bit warmer at 46 to our east in Allendale. Winds aren't too shabby coming from the north though, so bringing that colder air at 9 miles per hour here in Augusta. So your praise planner for this morning, definitely going to need a coat as you're heading out, as we're going to drop to the 30s there once that sun comes up, and then making it into the 40s around lunchtime. So your headlines, we've got a nice sunny day, but a cool Sunday. Then we have an alert day as we have a freeze warning in effect Sunday night through Monday morning on for the first day of spring, but then we're back to the 80s later next week. I'll have all the details on what you can expect coming up. What else you got for us, Sean?
Well, let's see. Something fresh and new headed to the Columbia County area. And Jamila Dukes and Kim Beasley joins us to talk about the Columbia County Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo. Hey, ladies. Y'all looking good. Hey.
day or to...
Two local female business owners are teaming up to bring a health, wellness, and fitness expo to Columbia County. Jamila Dukes, the owner of Soul Market, and retired vet Kim Beasley, the owner of Curvitude Athletic Apparel, sorry about that, created this event. Ladies, thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. So that event is March 25th.
Yes.
But before we get into all of that, I want to know more about your businesses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my business is called the Soul Market, which stands for Spreading Our Universal Love. And it's a marketplace where I collaborate with other small businesses within the CSRA area and in the wellness industry, and we go into the Department of Public Health. We go into the school system. We help the city of Augusta launch their mental health awareness movement for all of their employees. And I go and I bring in silent headphone, yoga, meditation, sound baths, motivational speaking, and we bring in mindfulness to local organizations.
Well, did you see something missing here in Augusta that made you want to put your organization together?
Absolutely. It was something that I was seeking out myself, and I desired to do myself, and I decided to open it up to the community, because for me, everything is based with the community. We all need to grow collectively in the community to grow and push forward to make Augusta greater.
I like that. Kim, thank you for your service.
Thank you for paying your taxes.
I know, that's right. But tell me about Curvitude.
Curvitude Athletics was developed. Well, Curvitude Boutique has been in the city for about 11 to 12 years. Once the pandemic hit, I closed the boutique, and then I pivoted to doing athletic wear online. So it's just a great opportunity. I love it. We do hoodies, sweatshirts, all of that good stuff, and we do great athletic wear, and it doesn't slip.
Oh,
So when you're exercising and you really ever running on a treadmill and your stuff starts to slide, ours don't slide. Pockets are deep. Our athletic wear does not slide. It is great for all sizes. We are size inclusive.
Yeah, and I love asking folks when they say they had to pivot during the pandemic. So the job you had before your pivot, which one do you think you're more successful in?
Oh my God. It's very hard to compare Curvitude Boutique and Curvitude Athletics, because Curvitude Boutique was the spearhead for a lot of plus size boutiques in Augusta. Now, we were the first plus size boutique in the city, period. So to put them in the same basket is not the same. But I do love what Curvitude Athletics is bringing to the CSRA, and I do love how the responses I'm getting from the ladies that are wearing.
Okay, good deal. So March 25th, Liberty Park from 12 until 6. What can folks expect?
Ooh, they can expect.
Oh, I like that.
So much. We have put together a phenomenal expo for Columbia County. We have everything from yoga, meditation, sound bath. We have extreme hip hop step class. We also will have Zumba class. We also have a nutritional class going that was a live demonstration, so you can come out and learn how to cook healthy meals for your family. We're going to have a rage tent outside. No one has ever had a rage tent outside of their event.
Nobody.
But the Columbia County Health, Wellness, and Fitness Expo definitely will. So you can come in and get health screenings and then go outside and blow off some steam. It's going to be phenomenal.
Absolutely.
What else do we have going on, Kim?
I think you done kind of hit all of it.
A kid zone?
Kids zones, vendors. We have kids zones, vendors. We have everything of the likes from Dr. Bowman, who's going to be doing carotid screenings. We have the Department of Public Health that's coming with their agencies that's going to help. We even have WIC that's coming. So for someone who's eligible and qualified, they can be approved right then and there on the spot.
Wow. And all this is free.
Free
All
to
of
the
this
public.
is free to the public.
I like it. Well, Kim, why was it so important for you all to partner together to bring this in?
Well, it came out of a need. I was having a conversation with a lady in the gym about my athletic apparel, and she was saying how she wished that in Columbia County and in the CSRA we had like an expo or different areas where everybody can go and see different things and understand about health, fitness, and wellness. And I said, well, why not? So, of course, when you have the resources and you have a friend like Miss Jamila Dukes, you just bring on the wellness guru. And I brought her on, and we sat down, and it took about 6 to 8 months to plan out from beginning to end. And then we just started pulling our resources and reaching out to people and asking for help and support, and the community responded, and here we are.
I like it. And I'm pretty sure folks will want to register. Do you have to register? And if so, how can they do that?
Well, to register, you can go to www.cchwfe.com. wjbf.com and register today. And you can also register for each individual fitness class as well, because of course we still want to make sure that everyone's safe. We don't want to have the classes too crowded, so we want it with the limitation for those is about 30 people per class. So we definitely please go and register for these classes, because you want to come and do step, you want to come and do yoga, you want to come and do Zumba. Guys, I can't wait for these classes. They're going to be exciting. I'm just so excited.
Yeah.
To be able to pull in the other small businesses, to be able to come and bring this on for the community. It's the community. We are the organizers, but the community is putting this on for the community.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else y'all like to add?
You shouldn't be anywhere else on March 25th except for the Columbia County Health Wellness and Fitness Expo.
We'll see you at the expo.
Yeah.
Liberty
Park.
Park.
In Grovetown.
In Grovetown.
I like it. Well, ladies, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
No problem.
Sound like
And
twins.
we'll be right back.
Retrofit Line.
If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, you may only have 30 days to protect your license or your privilege to drive here. Hi, I'm Tiffany Duncan of DUI Duncan, the DUI firm here in Augusta. Visit our website at DUIDuncan.com to see what we've done to help so many drivers. If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, call me now for a free consultation. While the firm, of course, cannot guarantee results, we do guarantee hard work and fast action.
Remember the name, DUI Duncan. We are going to talk now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live 5 for 6.
As the sun's starting to come up, we are setting up for a beautiful sunrise here on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over at the Augusta Marriott. You can see we just have a few clouds there. That's going to give us some pretty colors and variations there as the sunrise is just here shortly. But temperature-wise, nice and cold out there. So even though the sun's going to be out today, definitely going to need that coat handy. Looking at 42 degrees right now, and that temperature is actually going to drop before we start going up a little bit. Winds coming from the northwest at 9 miles per hour. No issues with visibility and humidity, pretty low there at 50%. So looking across the southeast with the temperatures, lots of blues here on the map as we're all pretty chilly here. So 42 in Augusta, 37 in Charlotte, even on the coast at Charleston and Jacksonville in those 40s. So lots of cold weather there. In fact, 24-hour change. If you recall, yesterday that cold front was kind of resting right along this area of the green. So Charleston, 20 degrees cooler. We're at 8 degrees cooler, so you can definitely tell that cold front came through and made a big difference in those temperatures all across the southeast. So speaking of that cold front on our satellite radar, you can see it's well off to the coast here and continue pushing off and taking the clouds and moisture with it. Back behind us, we're looking at dry air, and that means sunshine for us. So that's great for our farmers' forecast. We've got plenty of rain. Now we've got the sunshine coming. So speaking of rain, we did pick up a little sprinkles yesterday. So that brings our total for the year over 14 inches. So we need some sunshine to get some work done, right? And in fact, today is the last day of winter. That means tomorrow is spring. So when you think spring, we think nice warm temperatures, blooming flowers, maybe some sprinkles of rain here and there. Well, that's not what we're going to get this year. So tomorrow, first day of spring, and it's actually a 5 for 6 alert day. And no rain in the forecast for several days. So nice stretch of dry weather. But we have that alert day because we have a freeze warning in effect for most of the CSRA. The only counties excluded would be Jenkins, Screven, Allendale, and Bamberg. Everyone else here in these purple colors, it is a freeze warning in effect from Sunday night until Monday morning. And if you're feeling excluded, well, then everybody else except for Johnson and Emmanuel counties are in a freeze watch. And that is in effect from Monday to Tuesday morning. So some chilly mornings ahead for us. So looking at those temperatures in our future cast, so here we are 9 o'clock tonight, everyone in the 40s, some 30s already popping up on the board. And as we move into those overnight hours, those temperatures just start to plummet as we've got 30s dropping right at the freezing mark around midnight for us, even 31 below freezing right there at 1 a.m. And they continue to drop as we go through the early morning hours. So lots of 30s, even 29s on the board. So that's why we have that freeze warning in effect, as it is getting pretty chilly out there. But back at home for today, for your Sunday day planner, definitely have that coat as we're looking at the 40s through lunchtime and warming up just into those lower 50s to mid 50s in some areas. Our southern line areas will get to those mid 50s, maybe even some upper 50s, but the northern areas definitely in those lower 50s, possibly 52 to 55. So temperature trend for our lows. So we have that 5 or 6 alert days. We'll have sub-freezing temperatures for the next 2 nights, but then check it out. We climb and we have quite the warming trend for the end of the week. So nice cold days to wrap up the winter season for your Sunday and Monday, but then we start that gradual warming trend and we have 80s back in the forecast next week. So a little bit of everything for everyone there on the 10-day, Sean.
Yeah, you said 80 before. I thought you were going to change that for me, but you didn't.
No, still looking warmer. But we wrap up winter, you know, nice little freeze.
I like that. Thank you. Well, St. Patrick's Day may have ended, but the people in search of a pet in Aiken this weekend were in luck. The Aiken County Shelter and well, they're a fan favorite, and they're headed somewhere that may make you love them even more. It's what's trending, and it's next. Hey there, you're looking great today. Time to take a look at what's trending. Kraft Lunchables are headed straight to school cafeterias. Lunchables will be available to school lunch programs starting this fall. These will be different from the ones you buy at the supermarket because the company had to reformulate ingredients to meet federal guidelines for lower levels of sugar and sodium. The National School Lunch Program provides meals for 30 million students a day.
Wow.
Yeah, I like Lunchables.
Me too. Yeah. And grown-up Lunchables too. That's all the charcuterie board is, right?
Yeah,
grown-up
that's
Lunchable.
it. Yeah. You know, I was mad when there was supply chain issues. I couldn't get the Lunchables.
My daughter was too.
But take a look at this. A bride and her husband decided to get creative for their recent wedding dance entrance. Take a look. See, I don't have any moves like that. I know you do, Sherry.
That's pretty slick there.
Well, if this looks familiar, it's because it's the exact same handshake Lindsay Lohan's character did in the 1998 movie The Parent Trap. Never
That's
saw it
cute.
before. Yeah,
You've
it
never
is
seen
cute.
it?
No.
Oh, that was one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
Is it streaming?
I don't know. It's a good question.
Okay.
Yeah, but I love a good daddy-daughter dance.
Okay. Well, take a look at this. Coming up on Good Morning Augusta, criminal charges